Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Beretta 9mm USA here, and today we've got a new Smith & Wesson. That's right, another Smith & Wesson, and it is a revolver that I kind of want, so I'm glad I got it. It's the 686 Plus, and we did one of those already in 686, but this one is the 3-inch model. And that's what's coming up next on the B9 USA channel.
Alright guys, so I just fired one round out of this. We just sighted this revolver in. This is the 686 Plus 3-inch. Has a full ejector rod, as you can see there. We put some beautiful Altamont grips on it with the Smith & Wesson medallion on them. We are shooting Sig Sauer 357 Magnums, full metal jacket. Really nice trigger on this revolver.
That's right guys, this is going to be another Smith & Wesson 686 Plus review, but this is in the 3-inch, and we fired over 200 rounds of Sig Sauer Elite Performance ammunition through this revolver during the test, in both 38, 38 plus P, and of course 357 Magnum. No problems or issues with the revolver during this test. We were very happy with its performance, and to be honest with you, we shot a J-frame on the same day, and this thing is so nice to shoot. Just really excellent.
As to be expected.
Yeah, young Beretta said this should be a lot better now. And we broke out this one and started shooting it, and it feels just like you're shooting the 4-inch 686 Plus. So if you're going back and forth, should I get the 3-inch, should I get the 4-inch, which one should I get? I'm going to tell you that this 3-inch model was very easy to shoot and very controllable. So if you're worried about recoil or something like that, and that's why you're justifying going to the 4, it's not necessary. This is a good shooter.
And that's the thing, it has all the benefits of the 4-inch other than 1 inch of added barreling. I mean, you know, again, we'll cover this a little bit later, but full-length ejector rod, balance is amazing and all that.
Yeah, it's fully featured and brings you everything that the 4-inch brings you, or the 6-inch for that matter. And you know, for defensive distances or even out to, you know, 25, 35 yards, 45 yards, I think you'd be able to hit just about anything you want to with this 3-inch. Even when compared to the 4-inch, I don't think there's that much of a difference.
Yeah.
This thing is a tack driver. Very accurate. Wow. It's terrific, man. It's just the perfect size, too. You know, I kind of like the weight of it. And for 7 rounds of 357 Magnum, I like it. I like the size. The weight helps with the Magnum ammunition.
The Smith & Wesson 686 Plus is a 7-shot 357 Magnum revolver, so you can shoot 38 Special or 38 Special plus P through this wheel gun.
We're using a Sig Sauer Elite Performance 357 Magnum ammunition. It is 125 grain, and it's traveling at 1450 feet per second, so it's moving out pretty good.
What makes this revolver a more durable revolver over a K-frame or obviously the J-frame is that the forcing cone on the L-frame revolvers is thicker to be able to handle a steady diet of full house 357 Magnum loads through this wheel gun.
Seven's better than 6. Kind of like these. You don't really have much of a bigger cylinder, you know, you're not really adding a lot of weight to the revolver, and you get that 7th round, so it's kind of sweet.
Wow, that's a really good grip, dude.
I like it. So, no complaints. And for me to be bouncing from target to target at 14 yards away with a revolver is actually really good for me. I know there's, you know, lots of experts or guys that are better shots than me with revolvers who watch our channel. Thank you for putting up with my lack of skill from time to time. Much better with semi-autos than I am revolvers, but I enjoy shooting them, so I like bringing them out. So guys, we kind of mentioned it before, the overall balance of this 3-inch 686 Plus is pretty amazing. You'll be very happy with its pointability and just how it balances in the hand. You know, you can get to the hammer, go to single action if you want. It's easy to point. I just really like the balance of the overall revolver itself. And again, so much easier to shoot than the really small J-frames or whatnot. It does come with the full barrel lug, which reduces muzzle flip, and it fully protects the full length ejector rod, which is another great thing, right? These things come with a full length ejector rod so you can get those rounds out. You don't want one of those smaller ones if you can avoid it. In this case, you don't have to make that sacrifice. This revolver is ready to go. The sights on this revolver, guys, are standard Smith & Wesson, which is to say pretty excellent in my opinion. You have the red ramped front sight, the square notch rear sight, which is adjustable for windage and elevation, guys. The matte stainless finish around it helps to prevent glare. If you can see these lines right here. So the finish itself is a little different, if you can pick up on that. And then it's got some serrations running across the top of the barrel there to also reduce glare. Makes for a nice sight picture.
That grip. Pretty fast for 357 Magnums anyways. Wow, that was a terrible reload.
I caught some of the blast during that. That was pretty intense.
Wood grip is getting in the way a little bit of one of the shells trying to extract. Shells, casings. This gun's starting to get hot.
Nice.
Last speed loader here. The cylinder is burning my hand. One hand. This revolver has a round butt frame, and these are the grips that come stock on this revolver. They're rubber. They're good. They're good quality. They have the Smith & Wesson logo on them right here at the bottom of the grip. We just prefer a very nice high quality set of wood grips on a revolver. And we like them to be the, you know, square cut style so that it fills up your hand a little bit more at the bottom, and it just gives you a really good hold on the revolver. Again, exposed back strap gets you closer to that trigger and able to fully control the trigger a little bit easier. That's how I prefer it, at least, and my dad feels the same way. Regarding the wood grips here, they make it look more classy, and they are made by Altamont Grips.
Yeah, we've done several pairs of them. They've been excellent on all the revolvers. This is one of the last pairs that we have left. I don't know how many more revolvers we're going to add to the collection, but the 3-inch and the 686 Plus was a must for me. I had to have it. Let's try one in single action.
Transition targets.
All right, let's talk about the trigger on this specific revolver. I'm a right-hander, we'll go right-handed here. It's very good even in double action. I want to say around 12.5 pounds, and it's very consistent in its pull.
And very smooth.
As far as single action, really no movement at all. It just breaks. Yeah, it just breaks. It's really good. One last thing on the trigger. For a self-defense or combat style revolver, look how fast that trigger spring kicks it out there to me. That's what you want. That's what you want. Something that forces it right back up and ready for the next trigger pull. This thing is so easy to shoot. It's amazing. We got some V Crown 38 plus P, or?
Yeah, 38 Special plus P.
The cylinder's getting hot. I think it's a little tight here with this grip.
Yeah.
Let's try this 38 plus P one-handed and see how that looks. Oh, that's easy. Hold that one.
Has little to no recoil with 38 Special plus Ps, right?
That's a fact. So, if you get the 3-inch guys and you've got a shooter, or maybe your wife or your best friends just don't like recoil, put some 38 plus P in this thing and let them shoot that. They'll like it. .357 Magnum's not a problem. Good show.
Good shooting, Dad.
Good gun. Like it a lot. We just got done shooting. I don't know if I mentioned this already. We were just shooting the J frame, and yeah, I know this is bigger than a J frame. I know you're carrying more weight, but God, this thing is so much easier to shoot.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, along with the trigger, which is outstanding on this gun, and you know that's the case with most Smith & Wesson revolvers. It's just because of how they're made, and you know, regarding the return spring being extremely positive, that's just something you want on a self-defense revolver, in our opinion. Now, another thing regarding the Smith & Wesson here is the lockup of it and how tight this revolver is. So regarding the lockup, break, look at that. Basically no movement at all. Extremely tight, and that's how you want your revolvers to be. Single action, again, no movement. Break, just extremely tight. All right, guys, we're finishing out the day here with this revolver. We're gonna finish it off with some Sig Sauer 357 Magnum V crowns here. We'll show you guys the specs and the tabletop before we shoot this here. All right, let's go for some accuracy here. 7 rounds, headshots, double action only. Five out of 7 or so, I think. Not bad. Recoil, not bad. Not bad at all. This thing is so much more manageable to shoot than my Model 66 2.75 inch K-frame Smith & Wesson. Just The L frame and the little bit extra barrel, little added weight here,
Yep.
makes it very tame.
Yep, that's it. All right, full house 357 Magnums from Sig Sauer, their V-Crown line. Still trying to, there we go. There we go. Good reload. So easy.
Good job.
In a couple weeks of practice with this revolver, anybody would feel so comfortable with it. It's one of the reasons why I like the Smith & Wessons, and I just like the larger frames a little bit better than the really, really small frames. So let's talk about the weight of this particular revolver. It is a 3-inch revolver. It is a solid piece of stainless steel, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about the weight. This one comes in at 36.8 ounces. Which is far less than most 4-inch revolvers or anything like that of any make. As you move down to the 3-inch gun here and you're still in a steel or stainless steel revolver, you do have a little bit of weight. That 36.8 ounces really helps when you're shooting full house 357 Magnum. Last thing to cover is price, and I think this thing is a screaming bargain at $849 MSRP. Please check your area and see what you can get it at, but if you're in the $790, $780 range, this is something that you're gonna hand down to your kids and your grandkids. They're gonna absolutely love this. How long are these revolvers gonna be out there? How long are they gonna be made? I'm not sure. If you can find a great Smith & Wesson, I think I would just grab it and hold on to it for years and years to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this review video on this model 686 Plus in 3-inch. And if you're interested in this revolver or anything else available from Smith & Wesson, go ahead to their website and check out all their products. As always, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future. And don't forget to support us on Patreon.